Before we delve into the secrets of daily prayer, consider subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Welcome, friends, as we embark on a profound journey of spiritual exploration. Imagine if you a key that stands as a testament to time, a key that has opened the doors to solace and strength, a key that connects us to the divine. This key, dear listeners, is as ancient as our faith, yet it continues to hold a power that is timeless and enduring. This is the practice of daily prayer. Across centuries, through the ebbs and flows of human existence, through times of joy and sorrow, prayer has served as an anchor for those who seek refuge, strength, and spiritual sustenance. Particularly in the Christian faith, daily prayer is treated with reverence. It is a sacred ritual that forms the bridge between the human and the divine. It is the channel through which believers connect and communicate with their Creator. But have you ever wondered what makes prayer so powerful? What magic lies in this humble act of devotion that it has the potential to transform lives, heal hearts, and manifest miracles? The answer, friends, lies not just in the words we articulate, but in the intention and faith that fuel our prayers. When we pray, we don't simply speak, we engage in a divine communion. We expose our vulnerabilities, express our innermost feelings, and in doing so, welcome divine grace into our lives. Daily prayer is much more than a ritual. It's a voyage, a spiritual odyssey that commences with a whisper and culminates in a symphony of faith. It's an intimate exchange with the divine, a reflection of our profoundest desires, our sincerest gratitude, and our most earnest supplications. It's a testament to our faith, a guiding light that navigates us through life's tempests, and a soothing balm for our weary souls. As we dive deeper into the power of daily prayer, we will trace its roots in Christian history, its significance in our spiritual journey, and the practical ways we can incorporate it into our daily routine. On this journey, we will traverse through time, space, and the vast expanse of the human spirit, unearthing how this ancient practice can be our secret weapon in the journey of life. We'll examine the pillars of daily prayer, delve into its significant role in spiritual growth, and explore how it serves as a spiritual compass, always guiding us towards our divine purpose. We will look back at the origins of daily prayer, trace its evolution, and highlight its profound impact on the lives of countless believers. We'll discuss how daily prayer has shaped Christian history, molded spiritual practices, and inspired heartening stories of faith and resilience. We will journey through the ages, uncovering the transformative power of prayer and the myriad ways it can enrich our daily lives. In doing so, we will not only deepen our understanding of prayer, but also reinforce our connection with the divine. We will discover how daily prayer can serve as our shield in life's battles, our solace in times of crisis, and our source of strength and courage. We will learn how it can guide us in our quest for inner peace, provide clarity in times of confusion, and grant us the wisdom to navigate life's complexities with grace. So, let's embark on this sacred journey together. Let us delve into the layers of meaning, the timeless wisdom, and the divine connection that prayer offers. Let us discover transformative power of daily prayer and its potential to enrich our lives. Stay tuned as we journey back in time to explore the origins of daily prayer in Christianity. The roots of daily prayer in Christianity go back thousands of years. This practice, deeply embedded in the faith's core, has a rich history that is worth understanding and exploring. Indeed, to understand the significance of daily prayer in Christianity, we must first journey back to the very inception of the faith. We must travel back in time, thousands of years, to the early days of Christianity, when the concepts were still in their formative years. The practice of prayer during this time was not merely a ritualistic exercise, but an integral part of daily life. The apostles and early followers of Christ were known to pray continuously, mentioned in the book of Acts, where they dedicated themselves to various spiritual practices, including the apostles' teaching and fellowship, to the breaking of bread and the prayers. Such was the importance and immersion of prayer in the daily routine of these early believers. However, even before the advent of Christianity, the roots of prayer can be traced back to Judaism. Judaism, the faith from which Christianity emerged, also played a pivotal role in shaping the tradition of daily prayer that we see today. Jewish tradition had specific times designated for prayer, such as morning, afternoon, and evening, which acted as the bedrock for early Christian practices. This practice was adopted by early Christianity, serving as the basis of what we now refer to as the daily office or the divine office in many Christian denominations. Within the monastic communities of early church, the divine office was a series of prayers said at designated hours of the day, adhering to the instructions given in the Psalms, which stated, "7 times a day I praise you." This tradition of praying at specific times throughout the day was seen as a means of sanctifying time, of incorporating the sacred into the everyday. It was a way to constantly keep the divine in mind and ensure that their actions were guided and influenced by their faith. As we move along the timeline of Christian history, we can see how this practice of daily prayer evolved, diversified, and took on different forms. Different Christian denominations, over the centuries, gave their unique interpretations to this practice, each in sync with their distinctive focus and style. The Roman Catholic tradition, for instance, saw the divine office evolve what is known today as the Liturgy of the Hours. This involves a set of prayers that mark the hours of each day, sanctifying its course. In the Eastern Orthodox tradition, daily prayer was manifested in the form of the prayer rule, a personal prayer routine that each believer is encouraged to develop under the guidance of their spiritual father. This routine could consist of a blend of fixed prayers, such as the Lord's Prayer, and more spontaneous, personal prayers. The Protestant Reformation also left a significant imprint on the practice of daily prayer. Martin Luther, a leading figure of the Reformation, propagated a more personal, less formal approach to prayer. He visualized prayer as a conversation with God, an avenue for one's deepest thoughts and feelings, and not just a recitation of preset prayers. In the Anglican tradition, the 16th century brought about the Book of Common Prayer, which provided a framework for daily prayer that is still followed today. The morning and evening prayer services, also known as matins and evensong, form the backbone of this tradition. When we bring the timeline to the present day, we see that the practice of daily prayer continues to thrive, the tradition as vibrant and diverse as ever. From the grandeur of a cathedral chanting the ancient Liturgy of the Hours, to the simplicity of a solitary believer whispering a heartfelt prayer in the quiet of the morning, the tradition of daily prayer continues to nourish the spiritual lives of millions across the globe. Despite the diversity in practices, the core essence of daily prayer remains the same. It is a way of connecting with the divine, seeking guidance, finding comfort, gaining strength, expressing gratitude and love, aligning oneself with the will of God. Whether it's the structured rhythm of the divine office, the personal intimacy of the prayer rule, the conversational approach by Luther, or the liturgical beauty of the Book of Common Prayer, the practice of daily prayer is a rich tapestry. This historical context shows us that daily prayer is more than just a religious routine. It is a spiritual lifeline, a dialogue with the divine, a means of infusing our everyday lives with a sense of the sacred. Over the centuries, this practice has evolved and adapted, yet its core purpose remains the same: to foster a deep personal relationship with God. Having understood the rich history of prayer, let's now explore its spiritual significance. Prayer isn't merely a ritual, it holds immense spiritual significance. This is a profound truth that needs to be explored and understood deeply. Imagine for a minute a world devoid of any communication. Try to visualize a universe where words go unspoken, thoughts remain unexpressed, and hearts forever silent. A dismal and bleak image, isn't it? Yet this could potentially be our reality without the essence of prayer in our lives. We risk constructing such a desolate world between ourselves and the divine if prayer is absent. Prayer, in its simplest and most unadulterated form, is an open channel of communication with God. It's the purest language of the soul, an intimate dialogue that occurs between the human spirit and the divine spirit. When individuals engage in prayer, they open a direct line of communication with the Creator. This act of praying allows us to step beyond the boundaries of the physical world and into the ethereal realm of the spiritual. This transcendental connection that we establish through prayer is far from being one-sided. Prayer is not merely about us speaking to God, it's also about us listening, being open and receptive to divine wisdom and guidance. It's a dialogue, a two-way street, which helps us deepen our spiritual understanding and connection with God. Moreover, prayer is also an expression of faith. Every word we utter, every thought we share with God underscores our belief in His existence, His omnipotence, and His boundless love for us. When we kneel in prayer, we affirm our trust in God and His divine plan for us. Through prayer, we acknowledge our belief that we are not alone, that there is a higher power guiding us, supporting us, and loving us unconditionally. Further, prayer serves as a means of seeking divine guidance. Life being a journey filled with twists and turns, crossroads and dead ends can often leave us feeling lost, confused, or unsure of which path to take. Prayer provides a spiritual compass, pointing us in the right direction. It aids us in seeking God's wisdom when our own understanding falls short. Through prayer, we ask for guidance, for clarity, and for the strength to follow the path that God has meticulously laid out for us. The spiritual significance of prayer extends far beyond personal growth. It also plays a fundamental role in fostering a sense of community. Shared prayers in churches or in other communal settings bind us together in a network of shared faith and shared spiritual experiences. These shared moments remind us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, part of a spiritual family that reaches out to each other in love and support. Additionally, prayer serves as a tool for spiritual healing. It brings peace to troubled hearts, comfort to those in pain, and a glimmer of hope to those who are despairing. Prayer has the power to lift us up when we are down, to strengthen us when we are weak, and to instill us with courage when we are afraid. Through prayer, we invite God's healing presence into our lives, asking Him to mend what is broken, to soothe what is hurting, and to restore what has been lost. Furthermore, prayer is also a means of expressing gratitude towards the Almighty. It provides a platform for us to acknowledge the blessings in our lives, to give thanks for God's gifts, and to cultivate a heart of gratitude. When we express our gratitude to God, we not only acknowledge His goodness, but also develop a more positive and appreciative outlook on life. Lastly, prayer serves as a pathway to spiritual growth. It aids in reflecting on our lives, to examine our hearts, and to draw closer to God. With each prayer, we take a step forward on our spiritual journey, growing in faith, in love, and in understanding. In essence, prayer is so much more than a set of words or a religious duty. It is a spiritual lifeline, a source of strength, a tool for growth, and a means of attaining a deeper connection with God. It is a sacred dialogue that nourishes our souls, strengthens our faith, and guides us on our spiritual journey. Now that we've grasped the spiritual essence of prayer, it's time to understand its practical applications. Prayer isn't confined to the spiritual realm. It has numerous practical applications too. As we delve deeper into the multifaceted world of daily prayer, we realize there is an extensive universe of benefits that, quite unexpectedly, spring from this otherwise simple act. It can significantly and profoundly impact our lives on various fronts. At its core, prayer introduces us to a moment of tranquility amidst the chaos that our busy lives often become. It offers a temporary but significant respite from constant hustle, encouraging a practice that is known as mindfulness. In this age of digital connectivity and ceaseless activity, it's incredibly easy to become so engrossed in the future or the past that we lose sight of the present moment. But prayer acts as an anchor that roots us firmly in the now. When we pray, we consciously focus our minds on the words we utter, the intentions we harbor, the hopes we nurse, and the gratitude we feel. This intentional focus calms the rushing thoughts and helps us to be in the present moment. The practice of mindfulness, initiated by prayer, can have surprisingly beneficial consequences. It has been found to reduce stress, alleviate anxiety, and even contribute positively to our overall mental health. Moreover, another aspect prayer instills in us is discipline. When we commit ourselves to daily prayer, we are essentially making a promise to ourselves, a promise we make a point to keep. This commitment, no matter how small it may seem in the grand scheme of things, fosters self-discipline. This discipline, nurtured gradually, can seep into other areas of our lives. It aids us in sticking to our goals, maintaining healthy habits, and improving our efficiency and overall productivity. But the benefits of prayer are not limited to self-improvement. It serves as a beacon of comfort and solace in times of distress and hardship. When life's trials and tribulations seem overwhelming, prayer can provide a sense of calm and peace. It's a gentle, yet potent reminder that we're not alone in our struggles. Whether we're seeking guidance, strength, or simply a shoulder to lean on, prayer can be the therapeutic that soothes our troubled hearts. It offers solace in the face of adversity, hope when things seem bleak, and strength when we feel weak. It's a tool that helps us withstand life's storms and come out stronger on the other side. And then there's the sense of that prayer fosters. When we pray, we are connecting on a deeper level, not just with a higher power, but also with others who share our faith. This connection can be incredibly powerful, providing a sense of belonging and unity. It's a bond that transcends geographical boundaries and personal differences. Whether praying in a group setting, in a grand place of worship, or in the quiet solitude of our own homes, we are part of a larger spiritual community. This sense of community can enhance our social well-being, help us forge meaningful relationships, and even boost our overall happiness. So you see, prayer isn't just a spiritual practice. It's a practical tool that can improve our lives in numerous, tangible ways. It promotes mindfulness, instills discipline, provides comfort, and fosters a sense of community. It's a daily practice that, if integrated consciously into our lives, can bring about a transformative shift in our lives, one prayer at a time. Prayer is indeed a powerful tool, but how can you incorporate it into your daily life? Incorporating prayer into your daily routine isn't as daunting as it may seem. Truly, this spiritual practice is much like adopting a new rhythm, a rhythm that aligns with your daily routine, your lifestyle, and your pace of life. Just as you set aside time for meals, for exercise, for relaxation and rest, so too can you carve out moments for spiritual nourishment through prayer. It is about subtly blending the sacred with the ordinary, the divine with the everyday. Now let us delve deeper into some practical ways to make this a reality for you. To start, you might want to dedicate specific times for prayer throughout your day. The world operates on a natural rhythm. The sun rises and sets with unwavering consistency, and the tidal waves ebb and flow without faltering. Similarly, let your prayer life reflect a rhythmic pattern. It might be early in the morning, as the world is at its quietest, before the day's obligations and responsibilities start to claim your attention. Or perhaps in the evening, as the day gradually winds down, offering you a moment of stillness to reflect, give thanks, and surrender your worries. The key here is consistency. The value of prayer doesn't reside in the length of time you spend in prayer, but rather in the sincerity of heart you bring to it. Moreover, do not hesitate to use prayer aids. These aids can take any form. They could be as simple as a prayer book or a devotional app, or perhaps a piece of scripture that resonates deeply with you. Prayer aids can guide your thoughts, help you articulate your feelings, especially when words seem elusive, and provide a structure for your prayer time. This can be particularly helpful if you're just beginning to establish this habit. As you embark on this journey, find a quiet place for prayer. This doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have a dedicated prayer room. It could be a corner of your bedroom, a spot in your garden, or even your car. The aim is to have a space where you can be alone with your thoughts and feelings, free from distractions. This space becomes a sacred sanctuary where you meet with the divine, a place where you can be honest, vulnerable, and open. Another practical tip is to keep a prayer journal. Writing down your prayers not only helps articulate your thoughts and feelings, but it also creates a space for reflection. This journal becomes a living testimony of your spiritual journey, a record of your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, and your gratitude. It allows you to look back and see how you've grown and how your prayers have been answered over time. It's a tangible reminder of your journey with God. In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise, silent prayer is an oasis of serenity. It allows you to quiet your mind, to listen to your heart, and to tune into the divine whisper. It's in this silence that you often find clarity, peace, and a sense of direction. By giving yourself permission to sit in silence, you make space for the divine to speak into your life. And lastly, consider incorporating prayer into your daily activities. This doesn't mean that you have to be on your knees all day long. It's about maintaining a continuous conversation with God throughout the day. It could be a prayer of gratitude as you savor your morning coffee, a prayer for patience during a challenging work meeting, or a prayer of blessing over your loved ones as they move through their day. This kind of prayer keeps you connected with the divine in every moment, turning your ordinary activities into sacred experiences. Remember, prayer isn't a one-size-fits-all practice. It's a deeply personal journey that varies from person to person. Some may find solace in structured prayers, while others might prefer spontaneous conversations with thee. The beauty of prayer lies in its flexibility and openness. It's about connecting with the divine in a way that feels authentic to you. So, start small. Begin by setting aside 5 minutes each day for prayer. Over time, you'll find that this time expands as you discover the peace and joy that come from this spiritual practice. Gradually, prayer will cease to be an activity that you do. Instead, it will become a rhythm of your life, a sacred song that echoes in the corners of you'll discover the transformative power of prayer. It molds you, shapes you, and aligns you with the divine rhythm. And who knows? You might just find that daily prayer is indeed your secret weapon, your source of peace in the storm, your wellspring of joy in sorrow, and your beacon of hope in despair. With these tips, you can make prayer a part of your daily routine. Not as burdensome obligation, but as a life-giving practice that nourishes your soul, strengthens your spirit, and aligns your life with the divine rhythm. This may be the beginning of an extraordinary journey for you, a journey that could potentially change your life. So here's to embracing the power of prayer, to finding your unique rhythm, and to discovering the profound peace and joy that come from a life intertwined with the divine. People across the world have experienced the transformative power of prayer. This universal phenomenon has been witnessed in every corner of the world, from the bustling metropolises to serene countrysides, from the towering skyscrapers to the humblest of cottages, and has been narrated in countless tales and testimonials. These stories highlighting the impact of daily prayer are endless and diverse. Today, we will embark on a journey through some of these narratives, diving deep into the lives of individuals who have felt the profound influence of prayer in their lives. We begin our journey with Olivia, a highly successful executive based in the heart of London. Olivia's life was one defined by a fast-paced lifestyle, high-stakes decisions, and relentless stress. She often found herself caught in an incessant whirlpool of anxiety and tension. However, her life took a turn when she was introduced to the concept of daily prayer by a dear friend. Initially, Olivia was skeptical. She was a woman of facts and figures, not faith. However, she made a decision to give it a shot, dedicating a few moments each morning to silent contemplation and prayer. Gradually, Olivia experienced a shift in her perspective. She started feeling more at peace, centered, and was able to handle the challenges of her day with renewed resilience. Olivia's story echoes the power of prayer in instilling tranquility amidst the chaos of life. Moving on, let's shift our focus to David. A struggling artist from the lively city of New York, David was wrestling with creative blocks and crippling self-doubt. His once vibrant creativity seemed to have abandoned him in his time of need. One fateful day, he stumbled upon an old family Bible collecting dust in his attic. The scriptures inspired him, and he decided to incorporate prayer into his daily routine. David found that prayer not only grounded him, but also ignited a spark of inspiration within him. His art started flowing again, bursting with renewed vibrancy and expression. David's experience illuminates the role of prayer in unblocking our creative energies and reigniting our passion. Next, we traverse continents and step into the life of Maria, a single mother from a small village in Africa. Maria's life was laden with challenges, from raising her children single-handedly amidst economic instability to facing the harsh realities of poverty. Prayer became her refuge. She sought strength and guidance from the divine each day, and miraculously she found the courage and resilience to navigate her difficult circumstances. Maria's story is a testament to the power of prayer in offering hope and fortitude in the face of adversity. Lastly, we are introduced to Samuel, a retired teacher residing in Sydney. Samuel had always led a content life, but post-retirement he found himself grappling with feelings of loneliness and a void of purpose. In search of solace, Samuel began praying daily. Prayer helped him reconnect with his community, derive meaning from service, and most importantly, combat his feelings of isolation. His narrative serves as a powerful reminder of how prayer can aid us in finding our purpose and fostering stronger connections. Each story, distinct in context, coalesces on a single point: the transformative power of daily prayer. The act of praying has the potential to touch lives in an array of ways. It can provide peace, ignite passion, offer hope, and foster connections. The protagonists in our narratives, Olivia, David, Maria, and Samuel, each represent a myriad of people across the globe who have experienced similar life-altering transformations through the practice of daily prayer. Each testimonial reflects individuals who found strength in solitude, solace amidst the storms of life, courage in the face of fear, and a sense of purpose in the most unexpected places. The power of prayer transcends religion, culture, or creed, resonating with the innate human craving for peace, connection, and purpose. Regardless of where we come from or what we believe in, we can all tap into this profound power. These testimonials are not outliers. They represent the lived experiences of individuals who dared to embrace the power of prayer, who chose to incorporate this sacred practice into their daily lives. As we immerse ourselves in these tales, we're reminded of the profound impact prayer can have. We're encouraged to explore the potential of prayer in our own lives, perhaps even inspired to embark on our journey of daily prayer. These testimonies are a testament to the power of prayer. So there you have it, the secret weapon for success: daily prayer. This simple yet profound phrase holds virtually limitless depths of wisdom. As we've embarked on this illuminating journey together, we've dedicated a significant amount of time to understanding the origin of prayer. We've delved deep into the annals of history, tracing it back to ancient civilizations where the earliest known forms of prayer were practiced. We've seen how prayer has evolved over the centuries, taking on various forms across different cultures and religions. From the intricate rituals of the ancient Egyptians to the meditative practices of Buddhist monks, from the Psalms of King David in the Bible to the Islamic tradition of Salah, we've explored the diverse ways in which humanity has sought to commune with the divine. The role of prayer in shaping the spiritual lives of countless individuals is a thread that runs consistently throughout history. The saints and sages, prophets and philosophers, mystics and scholars, all have extolled the virtues of prayer in their teachings. We've reflected on the spiritual significance of prayer, studying the profound connection it fosters between us and the divine. Through prayer, we create a sacred space where we can communicate with the Creator. We delve into our innermost thoughts and feelings, expressing our hopes, fears, and remorse. This opens the door for grace to enter, enabling us to navigate the ebb and flow of life with resilience, patience, and a heart full of faith. In our discussions, we've also considered practical ways to incorporate prayer into our daily lives. This doesn't mean that we have to spend hours on end in a quiet room with our eyes closed. We've learned that prayer is not just about uttering words, but about cultivating a mindful attitude towards life. It's about turning ordinary moments into opportunities for spiritual growth, finding the divine in the mundane, and learning to view our everyday experiences through the lens of gratitude and reverence. We've heard from individuals whose lives have been transformed by the power of daily prayer. They've shared their inspiring testimonies and experiences, their real-life stories filled with hope, healing, and transformation. Their narratives serve as a testament to the transformative power of prayer, reinforcing our understanding of its importance in our lives. Daily prayer isn't just a religious ritual, it's a lifeline. It's a source of strength and a tool for personal growth. Through prayer, we're not merely reciting words, we're establishing a direct line of communication with our Creator. We're expressing our innermost thoughts and emotions, seeking guidance, and surrendering our worries to the divine. This act of surrender can bring about a sense of peace and clarity that is truly divine in nature. It's crucial to keep in mind that prayer doesn't have to be a complex or time-consuming task. Even spending a few minutes each day in quiet reflection can have a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being. The beauty of prayer is its flexibility. It can be practiced anywhere, at any time, and in any way that feels right to you. Integrating prayer into your daily routine can lead to a host of benefits. It can provide comfort in times of distress, guidance in times of uncertainty, and a sense of purpose in times of confusion. Over time, the consistent practice of daily prayer can help foster virtues like patience, compassion, and empathy. It can lead to a deeper understanding of oneself and the world around us. As we've seen, can indeed be a powerful catalyst for change. It can turn obstacles into opportunities and challenges into stepping stones for personal and spiritual growth. The stories we've heard bear witness to this transformative power, showing us that prayer can heal, uplift, and inspire. So, as we conclude this enlightening journey, I implore you to embrace daily prayer as your secret weapon for success. Let it be your guiding light, your source of strength, and your pathway to inner peace. Remember, it's not about the quantity of your prayers, but the quality of your connection with the divine. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Until next time, keep praying and stay blessed.